welcome to another Lemon Commodore 64 play guide and review. In this week's show we'll be checking out Tapper, released and developed by US Gold in 1984. The title screen features absolutely no music whatsoever, and from here we can change our control method. So from this we will select the beginner level using the joystick. In Tapper we control a bartender who can run around and negotiate his way through 4 bars. Each of those 4 bars will crowd with different people, and it's our job to give those people a drink of ale. In this case, Tapper, it was originally sponsored by Budweiser, I think, in the arcades, but you can see those are missing on the Commodore 64 version. But no matter what it is, as soon as you've cleared all the guys from the bars, then you will be able to clear the game and move on to the next scenario. There are 4 scenarios in this game. This is the Western world. The Western bar will have cowboys, and that continues onto the second level, which is the second Western world. After that we will move on to the sports bar, which has 3 levels. The punk bar has another 4 levels, and finally the space bar, which contains aliens, for another 4 levels, which means that this game has 13 levels in total. All you have to do is to get a move on and deliver all those things to the patrons of the bar. Once all those are watered, then we get to move on to the bonus section. One of these cans hasn't been shaken, and if we find that can, we'll get a bonus. And unfortunately, if we choose the wrong one, we'll get a load of suds in our face. And that is very difficult, and I don't know anybody who finds that except from sheer pure blind luck. But here we go, this is the second scenario. In the sports bar we'll find sports people and perhaps tennis players, and every time that a guy drops his second empty mug, he will give you a tip, or she will give you a tip. You can see the tip there on the very lower bar. Collecting that tip will pay for some entertainment to arrive, and that entertainment will distract all the people in the bar. And I completely ignored the entertainment tab, but if you collect that, then on the first bar we'll gain some dancers who will dance and distract all these people. So sometimes speed is the essence, and as soon as one guy finishes, anticipate that and send another directly on. And remember to collect all these empties as well. If you fail to collect any one of these empties, then that's a life over. And if you throw a drink and it misses someone, it goes straight through them because they are already drinking, then it will hit the back of the bar and that's a life over. And if any of these people reach the end of the bar, then that's a life over. So really you have to once again get on the move and really fire those, anticipate and actually plan ahead. And if you are going for that tip, it's best to really plan that, because it takes a long time to run out there and grab that. Sometimes running out there and grabbing those empties actually saves some time. As we continue, the music will get faster and the people appearing will get faster as well, and this ramps up the nerves and the tension in this game, and the serious player will have to be really on their toes to get far with it. This game was converted to more or less every machine under the sun, and in this case the Commodore 64 conversion was handled by Simon Cassidy, who provided all the coding, and the graphics were created by Donna Steiner and Mike Knoll, and that was their only game apparently on the Commodore 64 according to the Lemon database. And the music was created by Henry Spragans, and apparently that was his only game as well. But this definitely is a tricky game, and it will definitely keep the players on their toes, and rapidly pressing that fire button, trying to anticipate all these other people, isn't easy at the best of times. That's extra life over, and we'll gain an extra life every 10,000 points. We've gained 1 extra life already, and we're about to get through the 20,000 barrier, which gives us another. But again, it's not the lives which matter in this game, it's simply keeping everybody satisfied. I think Tapper is a great game on every conversion, and I've never actually seen anybody get to the 3rd stage. That's filled with punk rockers eventually, but we haven't actually managed to get there, and I haven't actually, I don't think, got to see that level. But it's tough, and it does require patience and understanding, and sometimes it can be as frustrating as it is addictive. But Tapper is one of those classic games, it's a classic arcade conversion, and yet again I have to give this respect. Moving on to those scores, your computer gave Tapper 60%, Personal Computer Games gave it 70%, Home Computer Weekly gave it 80%, Commodore User also gave this game 80%, Computer and Video Games Magazine gave the Commodore 64 conversion 90%, which gives this game 7.5 out of 10. And 7.5 out of 10 is certainly not bad, it's certainly not in the realms of terrible, and I have played this game. But that's as far as my talent has continued, unfortunately. That's game over, and so you can either press the restore key to return to that main menu, or you can press that fire button to try again. Thank you for viewing another Lemon 64 play guide and review. I hope to see you again in another play guide with a slightly easier game perhaps next week. Thank you.